fire. I'm burning diesel, burning dinosaur bones.
New spring Perches. Stock location. I did not change the location of the rear end. I had considered setting it back 1 inch, but I'm not going to do that. Although I still could. I could re-drill my top plates if I really wanted to. I've probably got material there, but don't wanna. You can't make me. Should gain me a couple inches of lift back here, which should, if anything, level the ride out. Although you can see barely from here my spring hangers right there. Yeah, I know that looks like crap. Wow. That I made that need to be replaced are also shorter. So between that, probably half-inch drop in the front, and it might be about an inch drop in the front. No, it should be a half-inch drop, and about a 2-inch lift in the back. I'm not saying that this is the stance that this truck is going to end up with, but it's definitely going to have some rake to it. These are why I have my buddy do the welding, because I would never be able to get anything close to that. Anything that my life might depend on it, I pretty much get him to weld. I'm gonna add gussets in here to these perches that I just made, and I think I'm also going to drill a hole in here. This is basically where the flow of oil would come back down to lubricate the pinion bearings. This one has 3 bearings. It has a front, a rear, and then another support on the end of the pinion. But I want to drill a hole somewhere right in here to put this temperature sending unit in here, somewhere where it's pretty protected, but where it also gets a good idea of what the temperature of the oil is. And I'll probably have a gauge that'll be up on the dash that I can choose multiple things to check the temperature on: transfer case, transmission, rear axle, front axle, so on and so forth. So that is, oh yeah, and I also need to get this broken off bolt pulled out somehow. All right, well, I'm gonna get started on that. Here we go. That should give me a very good indication of the temperature of the oil. Now, what that won't tell me, out here, is the temperature of these bearings. But I don't know, I'm not as worried about those bearings. Those are rarely failure point on a 14 bolt. It's usually you're running out of lube, or this is a locking differential. It's a G80 Gov lock. Now this is not the same deal as like the 10 bolt GM 8.5 inch ones. Those, I don't remember what they call them, Gov bombs or whatever. They do go out all the time, but the 14 bolts, they don't. These are pretty solid. I mean, they're still not as strong as an aftermarket, but they are, for the money, if you can find one, they're not a bad investment. And usually people are getting rid of them and they don't even know they have them. So this truck was a 2-wheel drive, and I think that's why this had the locking diff. 4-wheel drives might not have, because they figure, well, we already gave you 2 more wheels, what more do you want? So anyways, so cool deal. Now I need to make some gussets on both sides of this. Probably don't need to, but I'm going to. Why not? I'm going to cut them out. Here she is, gussets on the new Perches, so they definitely should not collapse over. He re-welded my brake line tabs, both sides. That one will probably still have to be bent a little bit more. She's all washed up, and then that hole that I drilled, we welded in this protective little ring around there. Don't know how much that'll actually protect it, but, and then same thing for the drain plug down here. I got myself some paint. This Rust-Oleum Rusty Metal Primer is awesome stuff. Don't know that that'll be one can, or that one can will be enough, but I'll probably just put it on pretty light. And then my supply of cheap black paint was running low, so I got a few more cans, so I should have plenty for that. That's a good sign. I'm not a painter, but obviously. But this stuff, man, it's like 39 degrees here. It was warmer. The rear end was warmer. I'm guessing the Rust-Oleum is stuck, but this black paint might not have stuck. You can see it kind of revealing all around there. Whatever. You know, this black paint is basically just to keep it from turning super rusty. Uh-oh. Brandon's gonna wrap it up. Alright. If you haven't already, check out his channel, Elite Earthworks LLC. Oh, they got a birthday party tomorrow. Alright. I'll get back at you after a bit. Okay, great success. I was able to get that out and retapped. Oops, sorry. Retapped. 5/16 fine thread. I used left-hand bits the whole way, but it didn't come unscrewing out. Didn't really figure it would. So, but anyways, now I can put a cap on it. Okay, brake hoses are reinstalled. I need to make a clip to hold this, and so now I can put this thing back under the truck. place should be. Proper pinion angle, new used leaf springs. Now that I've got our sandwich down a little bit, those are spreading out on the end. Whatevs. So I need to get thick flat washers for under here because I'm probably about out of thread. And I'm gonna cut up a 15/16 socket. Not this one. This one's actually 7/8, but basically cut it in half. Another one, and then weld tube in there so that I can zip it down with the impact wrench with the washers before I cut the tops of the bolts off. And then I think down in this hole, I might pump some silicone or something in there. See if that'll stick in there. Keep the dirt, dust, rust, and stuff from collecting in there. And probably snip this off just about flush with that. Maybe just a little bit proud. Well, so there's a weekend job for you. And then some. Pretty much all my cameras are telling me out of video or out of space. Need more space. Feed me SD cards. So, I guess that means I'm done. All right, well, thanks for watching.